Hey you guys, this episode today is brought to you by Royal Oils. Nobody should have to choose between a healthy scalp and moisturized hair. Why? When you can have both. We've all used products before that were one way or the other way or vice versa and all complicated. Listen, Royal Oils is exactly what you need. It helps men and women keep that scalp clean, flake-free, all of the wonderful things that we need. And it's especially helpful to folks like myself who have to deal with the changing weather and all of the things that has to do with that amongst a pandemic. Anyway, girl, Royal Oils, it's the tea. Pick yours up today at Walmart or walmart.com. Now let's move on.
Hey y'all, today's episode is also brought to you by Squarespace, where you can turn your great idea into a reality. Squarespace makes it easier than ever to launch your passion project, no matter what that may be. Whatever is near and dear to your heart, girl, Squarespace is here to help you out with beautiful templates and the ability to customize just about anything you could possibly ever ask for. You can definitely make a gorgeous website all by yourself. I know because I have done it myself multiple times. But if you get stuck, Squarespace has 24/7 award-winning customer support right there to help. So head to squarespace.com/read to start your free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code READ to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Let them know Kid Fury and Crystal sent you. All right, let's start the show.
Well, hey there, my nigga. How are you on this evening? I am Susie Carmichael. Yes, my name is Susie, and Gucci does think that I love him. That sucker thinks I'm loyal, but I fuck with all the hustlers. Anyways, go ahead.
I be with all the ballers. I be at all the spots.
What a classic.
I might be in the kitchen, nigga, cooking with your pot.
That's Esther Dean, isn't it?
Oh my God, is it?
I don't know. I know.
Oh, you might have just blew my fucking mind. You might have just blew my mind.
One of y'all will tell. I don't even need to look it up.
Yeah.
One of y'all will tell
all
me the
right.
answer.
Well,
welcome back.
Yeah, I am Miss Tina's Corny Joke Time. And this is The Read. Thank you for coming back.
Speaking of, Blue Ivy Carter is exactly who we've imagined.
Period.
Without the curse words.
Period. From the very beginning, we have been right about that little girl.
She told Beyonce, no. No.
Mom, the voice, no.
You're not good at this. And I'm going to need you to stop immediately.
Literally put her little hand in front of Beyonce's mouth like you're embarrassing me.
No.
I need you
You're going to stop.
And then Miss Tina coming in on the back end like, can't you put some makeup on and sit
right,
in the light?
Bitch,
damn.
yes. She came right after Beyonce's own child sunned her and was like, girl, you couldn't freshen up the beat a little bit and maybe, you know, zhuzh your hair. You just look so tired. God damn. Who can ever, besides your mama and your child?
Poor Beyonce.
Who else?
Poor Beyonce. Because I'm pretty sure Miss Tina and Blues, their birthday is like 3 or 4 days apart. So
they just gang up on her.
Right. I think they're both Sagittarius, maybe? I might be super wrong. I don't know what. Capricorn. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Oh my God. January. I'm so sorry. I'm in Capricorn. And yeah.
I would know if the doll was a part of my
right,
sign.
You would.
I wish I could claim her. We got Nicki Minaj.
Because the way she got her mama right on together, like, sis, you're literally, we all get the joke. You don't have to say it again. The problem is the voice.
It's the delivery.
I'm not
sweetie.
feeling it. It's so bad.
We don't ask you for much, but like, wow.
Oh God, the wearable art gala is just a gift to my life. Seeing the videos of all these people and their corny jokes, that really did something for me. So thank you, Miss Tina, for that.
Okay, this week in Black Excellence, couple of people to discuss. First, I want to, who should I go with first? I'm sorry. You know what? I will say first, congratulations to Ron Cephas Jones and Jasmine Cephas Jones. their father-daughter Emmy wins. He won for his role in This Is Us as William. I believe that was Outstanding Guest Actor in a Drama Series.
I mean, and he is.
He's an icon.
Yeah, he's absolutely. The Black family on This Is Us is the best part of This Is Us. No shade.
And then his daughter, Jasmine / Hamilton superstar, singer extraordinaire.
That's right.
Won for her role on Free Ray Sean, which is a Quibi series that also stars Lawrence Fishburne. And oh my goodness, I can't remember the lead's name right now. Forgive me, Black people. But anyway.
I haven't seen it, so I don't know. But I was still Stephen James.
Yeah.
Yes, Stephen James.
It's a bit triggering, but
of
it's
course.
good.
I mean, it's called #Free Ray Sean, so I'm sure it is. I am sure it is, but I just when I saw that, and then I guess that's the first father-daughter nominee / win situation in the same year. So just congratulations to both of them. I'm a big fan of both of their work overall. So
also congratulations to Zendaya for her win.
Ew, that's right. As the coked out, cracked out little girl that scared the ever loving fuck out of me, child. I said, can I watch this? Can I watch this?
Love through. That show is so
it's so good.
I don't know. It was just it was a very interesting and I think mostly successful look at teendom today and a lot of stuff that even I didn't really deal with in high school and stuff because we didn't have social media or camera phones. Or if you did, your picture had 5 pixels and, good luck on figuring out what the fuck the photo was of. Right.
Or you weren't born during a national traumatic incident like 9/11.
Oh,
this is very Gen Z. They were born into fucked upness, and they're not gonna let us forget it.
But Zendaya definitely put her feet, knees, thighs, everything into that
all
role.
All of it. She's so good.
And now she's the youngest ever winner for Best Lead Actress in a Drama. So congratulations to you, girl. And I will also say that Euphoria had one of my favorite shots of a series that year, maybe even up until right now, which is what it was like a fantasy sort of sequence or whatever, where I think she was like in a tux or something. But anyway, there was some nigga who was tied up in a chair and on fire.
Yes.
And then she shot him in the head. I have to go back on HBO Max or something and rewatch that episode.
You have to be ready for that when you watch this show because it is a lot, but it is also extremely good. And if you thought Zendaya was just, Disney shows and that sort of thing, then she definitely proved you wrong. And I think she's
Mama's
only,
here for...
Yeah, I think she's only
24.
the second Black woman behind Viola, which is fucking crazy. But I think she's only the second Black woman to win that award, Best Lead Actress in a Drama, which is fucking crazy because she's, a baby. But still, congratulations. I was so happy. I was so proud. Like she was my own little cousin. All the Blacks, of course. I was rooting for everybody Black. So
you know how we do.
Yeah, but, of course.
Yes, big congrats to her and those things and the family and all. Also, I want to give Black excellence to one Satonia Weston Roy. I read about her story and business on Because of Them We Can. And it is the niche book bar. Basically, mom is an author and a literary connoisseur, if you may.
All right.
She's from Milwaukee and she has decided to create a bookstore library-esque / bar. Listen, she tweeted once upon a time, someone please make a Barnes & Noble kind of place with a bar. And took it upon herself to just do it on her own.
Oh, this is my aesthetic. Where's the website? How do I go? How do I go there?
Right now, she's got what's called the niche book bike, and she's basically got an actual shelf of books on a bike that she rides around to different locations in Milwaukee and stuff, like markets or food fairs or, you know, maybe a bar or something like that. And she's got books by Black authors about Black bangs and tea for sale. You can get some tea.
Oh, okay, man.
She's also, I read, a part of the Brew City Match. She's like a finalist in that, and it's supposed to focus on granting funding to small businesses and stuff. So hopefully that may be a way for her to get funding to actually open the venue that she's trying to open.
Yeah.
If not that, she says she's going to get it done another way. She also has a children's book called The Misadventures of Tony Macaroni and the Mad Scientist. It's just about a little Black girl who goes on a hunger strike because her daddy can't cook. Yeah.
Relatable, because guess who ate beanie weenies anytime my mama was out of town?
So there it is.
So I get it.
So yes, follow her. I actually was on her Instagram earlier, and I got a little teary-eyed because she there wasn't anything bad. She was literally just doing like a story time for kids. She talked about how, like, I guess the rain or the weather had affected work that day or whatever, but she was doing like a story time and reading a children's book. And I honestly felt like a kid again when somebody either, like, you know, sometimes maybe a parent would come to the school and read to the kids, or somebody else, and they would hold the book open and show you the photographs. And I was all wide-eyed looking at the photos and
all into it.
Just absorbing the story. It just felt so nice. And in an everlasting sea of bad news, I was just so touched by that effort. And also, yes, bitch, we need a Barnes & Noble-esque bar. And if it's gonna be a Black woman that's owning it, running it, and keeping it Black and supporting Black things,
that's
sign me the fuck up.
Because this sounds incredible. Really, you just need it, like, during the daytime. It can be, you know, like a caretaker and baby space with all that shit you was just talking about, with reading stories to the kids and that shit. And then once the sun sets, bitch, the bar opens up. We don't sell apple juice and fucking chocolate milk no more, ho. It's a real ass bar. You come here and get drunk and read. Like, this honestly sounds like the only thing I would ever do. I just need Corona to go away and I would be completely on board for this.
Follow her, guys. Her Instagram is Niche Book Bar LLC.
I am going to find her.
NICHE. Book Bar LLC. Go find her, show her some love, support her. I was really touched by it.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
So good luck in all your endeavors, ma'am. You touched me. You're something special. Okay, let's talk about trash. This week in Hot Tops, fuck tales. Ooh. Every day they're out there making fuck tales.
My show. I used to love that shit. I loved it.
You know, they remade it, of course. There's like a new version with the same song.
Maybe I remember hearing that. Maybe, but I don't think I watched a single episode of that.
I saw like one. It's not bad. It's cute.
Okay.
We talked about Travis Scott's McDonald's meal/deal. Apparently, it's so popular that there have been shortages of McDonald's ingredients due to the sales.
Yeah. Travis Scott is a lot more popular than I thought. Because how many pieces of that fake meat must they sell every day? How is there a shortage? Like, there's nothing exotic on his menu at all.
McDonald's is like, they sell burgers underwater. Like, there isn't a place on earth that doesn't have a McDonald's. So, and forever. It's been like this forever. So, now, because Travis Scott has his own meal that, again, I remind you, doesn't include any new, unique, odd ingredients. It's just what the nigga used to order from McDonald's or still orders from McDonald's.
Yeah.
Quarter pounder with cheese, bacon, and lettuce. medium fries with barbecue sauce and a Sprite. Nigga, it's not even dirty. It's a regular Sprite. So
McDonald's employees let me know that this was a very typical order. There's absolutely nothing out of line. There's nothing new about this at all. Like, I think it's incredibly genuine as far as a marketing opportunity goes. Because I can fully see this being this nigga's McDonald's order.
absolutely.
What I can't understand is how y'all ran out of that disc that you put on bread and call a hamburger. That's what I do not understand. What did y'all run out of? The mixture that is your chicken nuggets?
Oh my God.
Where is the shortage?
According to a memo on USA Today,
all right,
they have been experiencing shortages of bacon, beef,
girl,
and onions and lettuce. Like, literally the shit they sell every fucking day.
Okay, so everybody is going through onion and lettuce shit because there's constantly a recall because of germs, because Trump has destroyed the FDA. So fine.
Oh, well, yeah. That's
a normal thing. However, beef, I would just like to say, and the the McDonald's thinks this is never going to happen, but I just have to say that as an Oklahoman, I've had real beef, and I know what it tastes like, is what I'm saying to you. Like, I've had red meat that somebody went out and shot and brought back to the house and cooked for me to eat. That's how fresh my red meat has been. I've had it. And it do not taste like that, is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I feel like I read what they were planning on doing to help you girls that need your fix.
God bless. Because I saw how Popeyes ran out of chicken. I don't see this.
Wait, it said, hold on. I have to confirm.
No, don't do that.
True.
No, you.
I really need to read.
Yeah, don't tell me nothing crazy. Take your time. Because please don't tell me nothing crazy. That's gonna make me be even further in disbelief about this whole situation. Because I was
McDonald.
No, yes, please go.
McDonald's said, in fact, it's been so lit. Some of our restaurants have temporarily sold out of some of the ingredients in the meal. Listen, I read this earlier today and I didn't process it.
Lit is in the official press release. You're lying to me.
Maybe because I read lit and I'm thinking flame. And
no, there's no live flame back there at
trying
McDonald's. There is no live flame. That is all electric griddles. Be serious.
I don't know why my brain didn't pick that up in the wow. We're working closely with our suppliers, distributors, and franchisees to resupply impacted restaurants.
Get me out of here. What? I'm sure this is all in LA. Probably 95% of the impacted restaurants are in LA. Same place where niggas are stealing them posters and selling them on whatever reseller site for like $600. Which, you know what? If you can find somebody dumb enough to do it, listen. Somebody literally sent me a link of like, people are stealing these posters either because they're such huge fans and they want it for themselves, or because they know they can make some money off of that. Because like, if you charge more than $15, you're going to make money off of that. So it's like, why not? It's fucking crazy.
I mean, nigga, they have Travis Scott McDonald's merch. You can buy fucking
Get
McDonald's.
Me out of here. No.
Dungarees.
I literally
socks.
will never. I will never.
I'm so confused.
No.
I just like, I'm sure this is amazing for him.
Oh yeah. You know, I'm sure the check
again,
was phenomenal.
It's just a regular ass sandwich. It's not even like he was like, you know what I used to do when I was a kid? I used to put the apple pie on my quarter pounder and it's so good. Everybody try it. It's available now. That makes sense to me. I would do it, but it's like, okay, I see how this is a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he done switched the game up. You know how many motherfucking college students probably have the same order? I'm just confused
I mean,
about
but
why
this
it
is
is
the
so
game
popular.
now. All McDonald's has to do is say, this is what Travis Scott likes at McDonald's.
Mm.
He's like I'm trying to think of who was the big influencer of my early to mid 20s. And I'm really struggling because I was kind of pre-influencer.
I mean...
But white people cared a lot about Paris Hilton. And if Paris Hilton had said something about food, in fact, she did a Carl's Jr. commercial, I think.
I was just about to say it, yeah.
Where she was
Pink
eating a
blasted her ass.
hamburger and washing a car. Yes, Pink did. Yes, she did.
The girls couldn't take Pink.
But anyway, I'm pretty sure Carl's Jr. sales skyrocketed after that. So I get it, but it's very boring, girl. A quarter pounder with bacon and lettuce and onions and then some nuggets with barbecue sauce. That's what every nigga eats. Every nigga loves barbecue sauce with their nuggets or anything other than ketchup with their nuggets. So
yeah, don't be weird. I'd rather
niggas will take any
straight.
sauce, right? Anyway.
Either way, this sandwich or the meal is supposed to be available through October 4th, but apparently now you have to order it on the app.
Wow.
So
you better get Stormy's money, black man.
If you download the McDonald's app for any reason, but specifically to order this, I'm going to judge you.
And I can't blame you.
I'd have no other choice. Nene Leakes has announced that she's leaving the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Specifically, what she said was she will not be participating in the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 13. Damn, it's been
God damn, are you kidding? 13?
2008, she said, is when it started.
Wow. Holy shit. Right. Oh my God. Holy shit.
So, as many wigs and faces and beats ago, but the way that she spoke and this video was uploaded to her YouTube account and it includes a montage of all of these moments from her entire existence on that show. So it's giving a very farewell energy, even though I am certain that Nene Leakes will be back on the Real Housewives of Atlanta eventually.
Oh, yeah.
She was very clear at the fact that negotiations did not go the way that she wanted them to. She also was very vocal recently about all of the shit that she was dealing with at Bravo. She was kind of giving Monique tease, they're lowballing me. Or whatever, they're not trying to pay me my coin or what I'm worth. They had a problem with her saying she was at HBIC and accusing her of violence and all this other stuff. So with a very bright-eyed smile, she gave thanks and told the girls that, she's stepping down. No peach for her this coming season, which is also going to be the COVID season. So probably a great time to sit down anyway.
I mean, right, because where are y'all going to be filming and what is this going to look like? And Nene probably was requesting a ridiculous, I won't say ridiculous because ask for whatever you want, but she was probably asking for a whole lot of money when the change in ratings with her on the show wasn't reflecting that price.
Maybe.
I mean, because the things that I have read about it said that, although people do tend to tune in more when Nene's on the show, it's not such a giant boost in ratings where you could, justify a certain amount of money. But I also don't know what she asked for. Either way, Real Housewives is going to be just fine. It was fine without Nene. And I don't know who they going to bring back. Maybe Phaedra or some other messy bitch like how what show Married to Medicine is bringing back Lisa Nicole, nigga.
Are they?
Yes, nigga. Lisa Nicole is coming back. Oh my God, I cannot
wait. That just made my fucking night.
Listen, that's what the fuck I'm saying. That
Lisa
I'm excited
Nicole Cloud.
about. Right.
Oh my God, that is going to be a mess.
Oh, it is.
Ooh, I can't wait.
Because we know why she left. Her husband could not stop cheating on her in the ER.
Terribly and openly
just
while on television.
Who came by the ER. That nigga had no discretion.
Remember when like a dude came and was trying to go and was trying to be like, me too, girl.
Yes.
I also know the doll.
There were lots of gay rumors, but they live in Atlanta and he's light skinned. So of course there were going to be gay rumors. I don't know whether there's any truth to them or not, but I'm looking forward to them being back. I am. I cannot wait.
You're right though. Nene has been absent on seasons before, or like didn't come in until very late or whatever, and it's still entertaining. I think that she, like, Nene Leakes and a housewife kind of go hand in hand.
Exactly.
She's kind of like the housewife.
Yep.
So it's unfortunate that they can't come to whatever kind of agreement, because I'm not the biggest Nene fan, call her what you want, but she's got entertainment value for days.
Yeah.
Even when I don't like what she's talking about or what she's saying, she's going to say it in a way that's entertaining. So
right, she's going to be a meme. She
yeah.
and she's really good at that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's nothing wrong with that, because honestly, that's what they're looking for. If you can't be somebody who gets replicated all the time on social media, then they probably don't even want you. But I just would be interested in seeing exactly where the breakdown occurred between the requested rate and the ratings. I would really love to see that.
Either way, Nene will be fine. And I feel like she really... I don't know where this came up or why it came up a couple of days ago. I ran past this clip of when she was on that show, I believe was called The New Normal.
Oh,
remember
yes.
when Ryan Murphy did that show with the white gays?
I remember. I
token?
loved that show. And I should not have, but I really loved it.
I don't remember whose wedding or where, or was it a funeral? She just went up somewhere to go do a speech, and she ended up reciting some lyrics from a Nicki Minaj song, and it was just
Lord. I think I remember that scene. Yeah,
but she was good on Glee too. I felt like she had like a little knack for the acting. I'd like to see her get back into that if anything, but if not, child, she's made plenty of money from Bravo already. I'm sure she's fine.
Right. I mean, as long as she's not living way outside her means, then she should have more than enough to be just fine no matter what,
especially in Atlanta.
Especially, right, where everything should be paid in full. You should not carry no debt other than whatever you put on your credit cards every month. There should be no debt in your life. None with the money you have. And you don't even live in Atlanta. You definitely in one of them fucking suburbs out there somewhere where niggas have a giant ass estate and nobody can just pull up to their fucking house. So please, sister, please. But, good luck to the rest of the girls.
Definitely.
Without her. Because coming at Nene is always a storyline.
That is very
It
true.
is.
I'm sure they go pop up with some new random person who they're introducing to.
They bringing Phaedra back. They bringing Phaedra back.
Well, Cardi B has said enough is enough. I'm taking my WAP right on out the door, hun. Apparently she's filed for divorce from her husband and man and baby father of 4 years. I mean, who's shocked?
Exactly? Nobody is shocked by this. Literally nobody.
We were mostly waiting for it to happen.
For her to catch up to what we already knew. Like, I'm pretty sure I said this back when she was pregnant. So, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You done caught a case over this nigga and all kinds of things.
All kind of shit. Stay having to defend him, getting on Instagram Live, talking about he dumb, and we all know he dumb, but he ain't that dumb, girl.
And literally, like almost word for word. I'm so happy for her. Obviously everybody was saying, oh, he cheated on her again, and that's why. There was also a rumor that he had a baby on the way by somebody else.
I definitely believe that. I'll just be honest. I fully believed he had a baby on the way, because niggas.
I mean, it's not like it would be a crazy...
Right, because if you cheat, then you could very easily have a baby on the way. But all right.
And we already know that the Illuminiggas don't believe in condoms.
They don't do that. So it just makes
sense. For the
Illuminiggas,
condoms are like garlic to vampires. Or, Yeah.
It's like you have to take the shackles off their feet so they can fuck. Because they really need to procreate. They need that. They have to be able to shoot off in random women and create children that they're not going to give a shit about. It's very important. So, I see
Well,
it. Yeah, I see it.
Cardi jumped on Instagram to discuss it and basically said that she has not been crying and she was not cheated on. She said that she just got tired of fucking arguing all the goddamn time and said, when you feel like it's just not the same anymore, before you actually get cheated on, I'd rather just leave.
So sis felt it coming and was like, you know what?
Let me just go ahead and
Let me just go. When I read that response, I said that actually makes more sense than him cheating or even him having a baby. Because I have known women who can look past that. But when you just fucking done with that nigga and you done trying to get through to that nigga, that's something completely different.
Yeah.
That bitch said she ain't shed no tears. I said, oh, goddamn. She been divorced mentally for a long, long time.
I also love the fact that she said, we all know that Set is really sloppy when it comes to fucking around.
Period.
I'm sure it would have been something out now. That was so funny and true. Like, he's so bad at it, too.
He is.
Somebody was like, bitch, you already know that if I was getting divorced because I got cheated on, you would knew before I did.
Hiding his phone from her when he's on fucking live playing a fucking video game. Like, nigga, we
Offset.
see you.
We can see you. You're streaming. We're gonna clip it. She's gonna see it.
And you know what? She has her gorgeous baby and she's gonna be just fine. So best of luck to Cardi B and whatever she decides to do. I hope she enjoys herself for a little while. You know, just be out here, be single and have some fun.
Definitely.
Yeah, don't be worried about these niggas for a minute.
I agree. Definitely be single. Because, like, rap star Cardi sans Love and Hip Hop has been with that nigga damn near the whole way through.
Pretty much the entire time. It's been her and Offset.
You ain't even really got a chance to, like, have a free famous puss. You know, go out here and have a good time. But when you do decide you want to get into something again, leave these street niggas. Get you a Russell Wilson.
That's right, girl.
Okay. Now, niggas like myself may have called him the Carlton Banks of the NFL at once upon a time.
Well, and he may be that, and that's fine.
But you know what? That's more than goddamn fine.
It is.
Because ask Sierra how she's doing.
It's preferable, okay? You would rather have a Carlton Banks than a Future.
You know what Sierra and Russell are doing all the live dong day? Fucking, burping babies, and counting their doubloons.
Period. Them niggas are rich and happy. What else can you ask for?
She needs a masterclass.
Yeah, but I hope she enjoys herself, you know, and Culture, I believe, is going to be just fine either way. Cardi has always told us how Offset is such a good father, period. And so if that's true, then we don't have nothing to worry about as far as him and his daughter. So best of luck to them as they go their separate ways.
Even the dog ass niggas that, like, love their kids and want to raise them usually get that separation. Like, I know many niggas that, like, ain't shit in relationships, like, are almost monstrous. But then this person will still be like, oh, but he's an amazing father.
I mean,
like, well, I guess you have that.
Yeah.
And then you got niggas
There is that.
May never look your baby in their two eyes in their whole ass life.
And that could be their own child. I know about, it's probably 60% daddies who would be a daddy regardless, and 40% who was like, if we break up, then bitch, I'm breaking up with them kids too, and good luck to you and your children on y'all's journey. So I'm just saying, I'm just being realistic.
So true.
The shit I don't mean
to laugh, but it's so true, yes.
The shit I have seen. But regardless, you know, if Offset is a good dad to the rest of his kids, then he should be one to Culture. And I wish everybody the best. I mean, Culture just got a fucking Birkin bag for her birthday and did not give one shit. So she'll be just
Mama's
fine.
on Instagram now. Like, I read that Culture's got an IG. That's all will be fine.
Of course she does. Of course she does.
And, like, raising and loving your kid is, like, bare minimum. Like, would you like a cookie? But anyways.
Oh, well, there's that.
I mean, it's not like motherfuckers do it. I'm just saying you should.
Right. Not to say just because it's bare minimum, that means niggas do it. Because no.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that at all.
It is still bare minimum.
Don't know I want to live in a world where we're shooting off fireworks and shit because you feed your baby. I don't know. Might want to aspire for a bit more than that. Anyway, Offset posted an image on Instagram where he's outside with no shoes on. I'm standing outside and just, I don't know why his shoes are in front of his feet rather than on them. I'm just confused. Anyway, the caption says, grind, don't stop. And it's a very unbothered ass post while he's on the phone, probably with whoever he's about to go and have sex with. That's not Cardi.
Oh, goddamn.
I wish Cardi the best.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure she'll be fine. And I am actually seeing her. I'm seeing her here on Culture's Instagram with their matching pink Birkins.
Of course you are. I cannot believe Culture has an Instagram.
She does. Culture Chiari.
Of course. I was going to say, is it Culture Chiari?
It sure is.
Oh, man. How long have
The
they had
caption
this
says,
reserved?
me and my mommy. My mom was annoying me, but it's okay because I look cute.
I bet Cardi wrote that.
I know she did. I can't wait for some of these people's kids to like grow up and start making books of all of the captions that you made on their goddamn pages when they were kids.
Oh, I just saw the video of her in Culture. That is too cute. Oh my God. This whole thing is fucking adorable.
I can't wait for Kavya to be like 16 and look back at these posts. She probably gonna be like, no, that's actually what I was thinking.
Yeah, like, no, I can tell just by the way I'm looking at you that I fully felt that way.
Have I changed? No.
I have not. I meant all that shit. And then, is this a Rolex? What am I looking at? This icy shit? My God, the things they have given this little girl.
I mean, why not?
This is... You know what? You know what, niggas? Enjoy your life. I'm going to just say that. Enjoy your life and enjoy your... Because this is absurd what I just saw. But okay. Mm. Have fun.
Because you're here for a good time.
Y'all are here for a good time, period, okay? And you're going to spoil your baby. And I can't say I wouldn't do the same if I had it like that.
I damn sure would. Ask my dog. Shit.
Well, we all know Link is a very bad bitch who only has the finest of things. Right. So that's your bad.
The only reason I step up to the mic every week is because she's got expensive taste. What else am I supposed to do?
How are you supposed to afford her upkeep?
Also divorcing apparently is Ray J and Princess Love. Apparently he filed for divorce last week, a couple days ago. And allegedly has not seen or spoken to his wife since, who may have found out about it the same way that we all did.
No, shut up. Not on fucking TMZ.
He released a statement to ET though.
Oh Lord.
Ray J.
Not ET, Jesus.
If you really gave a statement to Entertainment Tonight and have not spoken to your wife and did not, you ain't shit.
A spit in the face.
This is 3 paragraphs of information that was given to an entertainment publication. I have to believe that they have to have spoken to each other. I can't. Anyways, he basically went on about how much he loves her and wishes her well. And, he's setting her off into the sunset or whatever the fuck, even though I don't buy any of it. But Princess will be fine. Princess is fine.
Right.
Princess.
That's true.
I'm not saying she'll be fine because she's fine. I'm sure it'll help. But girl, you don't need that nigga. And I'm sorry. The length of the relationship that we have witnessed with the two of them, you are another one, my dear, that I'm ready to see out in these streets flourishing. I remember when that nigga pushed you into a pool on national television. And you went to jail.
Yes.
So
that happened on fucking VH1 or whatever for all of us to see. I remember that clearly. And I've been seeing this divorce coming. When he left her pregnant in Vegas or LA or whatever it was, and she went on Instagram Live and all this, I was like, it ain't no way y'all is gonna make it through this. You stressing her out in pregnancy, my nigga? Nah, it ain't no way.
I hope that Princess can get in touch with Lala Anthony and that Lala can give her a course of Freakum Dress 101.
Oh, yes, because Lala do know how to make these niggas sick on Instagram.
Lala said, when he acts wrong, that's when I put it on.
Period.
So I
Yes.
would like for Miss Princess Love to get on in whatever. Bitch, you could be going to the kitchen. I don't care where the fuck. You could be getting dressed to go to the foyer or whatever the fuck it is. I don't care. Put on some stockings and some pumps and whatever the fuck sexy and get your motherfucking ass up on live or wherever. And not even for that nigga. For you.
That's right, girl. Give us all of it.
Fuck that. Remember when were they at like a baby shower? I think they were at the baby shower and Ray J, Sonia, and Brandon were lined up across from her going at it.
No.
The mama was mad at her ass. Brandy had some kind of a disagreement.
No.
And they was all Team Noir with like, so, do you have anything to say? Because we would all like a simultaneous apology or whatever the fuck was the story arc that season.
Right.
Girl.
Then people could have been kissed my ass. Period. So good. I'm glad that she has been freed from the grasp of Ray J of all people. Like, I feel like the secret that everybody but Princess knows is that she is way too fine for him. And I don't know how she don't get it, but you just deserved so much better than that. Just so much better than the way that nigga was gonna treat you. So
you got 2 kids, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure
they're adorable.
And, you know, light up every second of your life, except for maybe the moments where they throw up on you or whatever. Maybe that's even joyous. Who knows? I don't have any. But like, girl, take those 2 babies, love up on them. And then when you put them to bed, crack open that closet, put on your dress,
exactly,
and get on this internet and remind these bitches that you are bad all by your motherfucking self.
That's right.
That's the fuck you do. Crying and fighting with Tierra Marie's black ass or this nigga.
And whatever random hoe he's with, girl, you better than that. Take your child support. Take care of yourself and your kids and move on.
Last but not least, do you remember when Nicki Minaj was talking about how she had this song she was trying to get cleared with Tracy Chapman? It was like, it had like a Tracy Chapman sample, and then the song couldn't come out because Tracy said no, but then it did. I do
remember this.
And Tracy sued her. So,
okay.
A judge just ruled in favor of Nicki last week, saying,
oh, wow.
Artists usually experiment with works before seeking licenses from rights holders, and rights holders typically ask to see a proposed work before approving a license. A ruling uprooting these common practices would limit creativity and stifle innovation within the music industry. So essentially, I mean, that's kind of true. This is complicated, and it's going to trial anyway, so it's not really. I was
gonna say it ain't no way she's just laying over and taking that.
Hell no. Tracy's people said that was cute. Anyway, see you in court. Like,
right.
I kind of see both sides, because it's true. Like, you know, you are going to go into the studio and experiment with samples, experiment with all kinds of different, you know, works, and people do it and have been doing it for fucking ever. You know what I'm saying? But after that is when you get the approval, or you don't get the approval, and you move accordingly from that. So the judge is correct that to rule against that would be a little unfair or complicate things in terms of creativity in the music industry. However, how that song still made it onto the radio and can still be heard in bits and pieces on the internet if you look hard enough, I guess, that's a whole different conversation. And I'm sure that is really what they're going to have to, you know, decide on whenever it does get to trial. So
right, exactly, because I don't think it would have been a legal issue if the song had never been released for other people to pay for. That's always where the legal shit comes in. You can do whatever you want to with somebody else's shit if you put it out for free.
Well, it wasn't out. It didn't come out for free because it was left off of the album. They didn't put it on the album, but somehow it was sent to, I believe, Funkmaster Flex. And they played it on the radio.
So Funkmaster Flex played the record without knowing whether it was cleared? I would have a lot to say to that man if that was the case. I mean, and so I'll let the courts and the lawyers and the judges figure out the details of all that, because I certainly don't know. But I remember listening to an interview with Sid from the internet several years back where she was talking about how she don't even like to play around with making songs that have samples unless the shit is cleared. Because what you don't want to do is fall in love with a fucking record that you can't put out because you can't get the shit right, because you can't get the shit cleared. And so ever since then, I have thought about that when I think about how people construct their songs and, you know, what the process is for sampling, since so many people do it. And since certain words, even not even just the beat, but certain words put together counts as sampling now, and you have to credit that person as a featured artist on the fucking record, like Beyonce with Soulja Boy, and when she said hop out the bed and put her swag on at the end of that fucking song. So, you know, all of that is super complex, and I'll let the professionals deal with it. But you know, I agree that people should be allowed to do whatever they want to. But I do also agree that if you take my intellectual property and put it online for profit without an agreement worked out with me, we're going to have an issue.
Yeah, and it doesn't even really have to be for profit, because again, they didn't sell it, but it's just like, girl, if mama didn't want... I read that she kind of has like a whole blanket dealing with this where it's not even it's specific to any one artist. I don't know if that's true or not, but what I did find funny is that apparently remember a couple of weeks ago whenever we were talking about Adele, how I mentioned that a lot of reggae artists and dancehall artists would just take songs, like popular songs that just came out yesterday, and then do a reggae version of it.
Right.
So there's a singer named Foxy Brown. Not the obvious Foxy Brown from right here. Okay. There's a singer who I believe is Trini also, who did her own reggae version of Baby Can I Hold You by Tracy Chapman, or like a piece of it, I think, anyway. And it's so like, nigga, if you from any island, like in the Caribbean, you have probably heard it at somebody's birthday party or gathering or whatever. So I believe, from what I read, it sounds like they thought that they didn't realize that song was actually Tracy Chapman's song when they were done with it.
Wow.
So they had to find out maybe at the last minute some other way, because again, Nicki being Trini, I'm sure she was like, oh, that's the fucking song I grew up on or whatever. I'm going to do my own little version of that with Nas, who was also supposed to be on the song, until somebody was like, oh no, girl, that actually wasn't hers. You're gonna have to talk to that black woman.
Oh, wow.
And Miss Tracy said no, she don't even want it to exist. And I'm like, whatever, I get it. It's like, it having been done, produced, mixed and mastered even is one thing, but it being available for people to hear is something else.
Yeah,
whether you sell it or not.
Right. I mean, and I guess that's true. It should have never been released, period, without her permission. I'm just thinking, like, if it was me personally, if you put something out on your SoundCloud for free, that's one thing. I don't think I'm going to be pissed at you using a clip of me or
I wouldn't,
whatever, right? But when you start making money off of it is where I'm like, okay, well, now we have to call the fucking law, because I don't know who you think you are using my shit and not giving me nothing when you making something off of it. It's the same reason I don't do like conferences and shit for free, because if you charge an admission, then why am I doing this for free? Because you're using my name to get people to spend money. So why, like, make that make sense? So, you know, hopefully it all gets worked out. I haven't even actually, have you heard this song? I haven't even heard this song.
The Nicki song?
Yeah, the Nicki Tracy Chapman.
No.
Yeah, no, I haven't even heard it. So
I know the song. I mean, I know the song it's referencing because I know the Tracy Chapman song, but I haven't heard it. And honestly, I don't really need to.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not even really interested. I'm just...
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
like, no shade. I just like, it's not something that I was like eager to go and listen to or whatever, but it's complicated. However it got to the radio is the issue. And like, songs leak. So it's not even like the artists themselves can always control a song coming out if they didn't intend it to. Right. But it being like received by an incredibly famous DJ and them playing it, like you said, without knowing if it was cleared or not.
Yeah.
Like,
that don't make
somebody
sense.
got to answer some questions.
Yeah, somebody at Hot 97 got to answer some fucking questions, because I know Flex didn't just open an email and play that fucking record. Like, if this had to go through somebody, and I just refuse to believe y'all did that without checking first. But best of luck. Let the lawyers figure that shit out.
I wonder how Mama's pregnancy is doing. She's good.
Who's pregnant?
Nikki.
Oh, right. Oh, my God. I was like, wait a fucking minute. When did she do? Do we know?
I feel like probably soon, because when them pictures came out, she looked pretty pregnant.
Yeah, she did. Well, you know what? Nikki probably done gave birth already and just ain't told nobody, so she can have her baby to her damn self, and I'm not mad.
And I would touch and agree with that.
I'm not even telling these niggas when I get pregnant, much less the day I give birth. Y'all can kiss my ass.
We literally gonna show up to your house one day and be like, who's this? So like a 6-year-old.
I'm gonna FaceTime all you niggas from the hospital. Like, hey, so guess what?
I need somebody to pick me up. I'm like, girl, what happened? Girl just had its baby. What?
Especially if we stay in quarantine for the next 2 years, like it's looking like, thanks to you niggas who don't want to stay your ass at home. But anyway.
You would literally do this.
No, you're damn right. I mean, I would tell y'all. I would tell like 6 people, but I would absolutely have a baby in secret and never tell the internet.
Same.
Period. I would never put that online.
Well, good luck to everybody. Let's take a break. So listen, let's talk about brushing your damn teeth. With everything going on, I know damn well you better be doing it. 75% of us use old, worn out bristles that are ineffective, and even more people forget to floss every damn day. I'm not one of those people. Good health starts with good habits. Quip makes it easier than ever by delivering all of the oral care essentials that you need to brush and to floss better. They've got an electric toothbrush that has timed sonic vibrations with 30-second pulses to guide a dentist recommended 2-minute routine. And there's even a size down version that's designed for your kitties. I actually just got a new Quip toothbrush in the mail.
Oh, nice.
And living, because it was absolutely right about time for me to switch them out. So paired with their anti-cavity toothpaste in mint or watermelon, for those of y'all who have babies who like fruit toothpaste, you can get all the ingredients, like all of them. You get all the ingredients that your teeth actually need and none of them that they don't. Quip also has an eco-friendly refillable floss with a dispenser that you can keep for your whole life, which I love. Quip brush heads, toothpaste, and floss refills are automatically delivered on a dentist recommended schedule every 3 months for just $5 each. A friendly reminder when it's time for a refresh and to stay committed to keeping your oral health together. And is that not more important now than ever?
Right. It absolutely is. And I love Quip. We have both used it and find it incredibly useful. Switching those brushes out every 3 months on that schedule. It's incredibly important because, you can't just keep using the same raggedy toothbrush over and over, year after year, girl. Please switch that out. So, if you would like to get started with taking better care of your oral care, go to getquip.com/theread right now to get your first refill free. Again, you can get your first refill free at getquip.com/theread. That is getquip.com/thead, because Quip is the Good Habits Company. All right, let them know that we sent you. Let's get back to the show.
Okay, guys, we are back now with your listener letters, and this week listener letters is brought to you again by Royal Oils. With Royal Oils, you never have to choose between a healthy scalp and moisturized hair again. That's
right. We love it. But let's get right to the questions. This first one comes from, I'll just call you Chloe, who has questions related to the game Spiritfarer that we both talked about a couple weeks ago on the show. So, what did I just call them? Chloe says, do either of you have a favorite spirit? And then she lists her own, but I wanted to get your answer first about your favorite spirit.
I love Atul, the frog.
Oh, Atul.
He's just so jovial. He eats everything you make him.
He literally will eat anything. The rest of them are so fucking picky. Atul will eat anything you cook.
So He's not picky. He's always jovial. I love that his like in his house, he doesn't have a bed. Instead, he has like a little pond or whatever that he sleeps in, which I think is cute. So I guess he might be my favorite. If I had to choose another one, it's oh my gosh, what was oh shit, what's her name? The female lion.
Oh, what is it?
Shit.
Because the male lion got on my nerves.
I can't hear you.
Oh, my bad. I was saying that the male lion got on my nerves. Astrid,
oh yeah, no, that's the one.
Astrid is the female. Yes.
I feel like I sympathized with her because her man was just trash. I love that.
Her man was trash.
It's so like a lot of the topics and subject and the stuff that the everyone's going through is so interesting and complicated and different. But yeah, her nigga was garbage and was like completely pompous, and she had to see it for herself. And like after taking him back, we're talking about two imaginary lions. I love
we are
after taking him back and all of that shit. But you know what I loved about it is that after she found out that he was cheating on her again or whatever, they make you give her space.
Yeah.
Like it tells you that you have to like leave her alone for I think like 6 days or something like that.
Yep.
Before she'll finally come and talk to you again. It's just so emotionally intelligent to me. And I love the I don't remember her name either. Was she a porcupine?
Oh Lord, the older lady.
Yeah. That one
you
got
loved
me in the
her
feels.
because she kind of got on my nerves.
Why?
Because at a certain point, so this, if you couldn't already tell, these are big spoilers for the game, but that character has Alzheimer's or some other similar disease.
Yeah.
And at some point, she gets really mean and starts talking about how you are trying too hard or you doing too much or whatever. Or maybe that's just me because I was constantly trying to make sure everybody was happy. But when she did that, I was like, well, fuck you too then, bitch. I ain't gonna walk your ass up and down the fucking boat no more then, bitch, since that's how you feel.
I never experienced that.
Bitch, I was trying to help your bitch ass. I was so mad at her for that. Okay, so
I never had that. All right. It made me... some of them will be like, I'm fine. Some of them after a while will be like, girl, I'm good. Like, I don't need to do. And
even Astrid, if you try to talk to Astrid while she's going through her mood, then she'll be like, bitch, I said I'm not in the mood. And that's that. Right. And I can respect that. But this bitch came at me crazy. Like, I'm trying to help you figure out your memories about your lost ass daughter, bitch. I'm in here changing clothes and shit, trying to make you happy. And here you go. This is how you talk to me?
But it's also implied that she doesn't really know who you are. Like, a lot of the times she doesn't realize that it is
she doesn't realize it's Stella, right? And that's why I was like, I'm really trying not to take this personally, but right now I'm really personally mad at this game, and I need to investigate why that is, because I'm really pissed at this woman to the point where I don't want to help her do anything.
It just hit me in the feels because she's all old and they make you like move. I don't know if you even had to deal with this.
Oh, I sure did. Yes, I had to move her down to the ground floor. Yes, because she couldn't climb stairs no more.
When she went through the door, I got a little.
Oh no,
that one touched my heart.
Not at all. I was actually pretty happy to take her to the door. No shade. Just because she talked to me so fucking crazy.
That's how I felt about Astrid's husband. When he was like, I'm ready to go. I was like, bitch, I'm ready for you to go.
Right. It's time for you to get off my
fucking boat. Get out. Never liked you.
I did not like him either, but my favorite was probably Summer. The snake who believes in meditation and therapy.
Oh my gosh, I loved Summer. I forgot about her.
I did not want to take Summer to the door. I delayed that as long as I possibly could because I did not want to get rid of Summer. That broke I wept the entire time I dropped her off.
And she's the one who teaches you how to play the guitar, isn't she?
Yes, Summer teaches you how to play the guitar so that you can grow the crops faster. Yeah. And she teaches you how to meditate, although so far I haven't really found... I mean, I'm not done with the game yet, but I haven't really found a use for that yet. But I thought that me and Summer were going to have a lot more time together. And she says the same thing in her same goodbye. So for her to be like, Yeah, I have to go though. So bye. I'm just like, no, bitch. I actually grew to love you. So how dare you? Like, I was really
She was
fucked up
one of
by
the.
that.
I think she was the second one on mine to leave because the very first one was the first person.
Yeah,
or the first spirit rather.
that bougie ass girl.
That reindeer.
Yeah,
I think she's a reindeer or something.
that
or
bougie
elk or
ass
something.
reindeer. And I thought you could get rid of their houses when they leave, but you can't. And now I understand why.
Yeah.
But your boat gets bigger. So if you haven't played Spiritfarer, that is Spirit and then Farer, go check it out. It is an incredible game.
Good.
Yeah, it's so good. And if you just want to feel connected to something bigger than yourself and cry and all that shit, then it is definitely for you.
And it's like, it doesn't really have, I don't think you can lose. It's not like
it's not a lose
game
type thing.
Yeah, it's mostly just about progression and storytelling. So it's not even like you're going, I mean, it can be challenging, but it's not like you're gonna have like a difficulty finishing it or beating it. You probably won't want to, but it's like a perfect game for right now, especially for a sensitive bitch like me, because everything being garbage, it's nice to have a video game, like I mentioned, that literally allows you to give hugs. Press a button,
right?
Hug a cute animal spirit, and then go on an adventure on your boat together.
Yeah. And they still have full autonomy. If they don't want to hug, they can tell you that. And that's fine.
Oh, yeah.
You go on about your fucking day. Like, bitch, we just
Mm-hmm.
hugged yesterday. Please be serious.
Yeah.
And then some of them want certain recipes, and it's just fun figuring out how to do everything. And I just love the game. So like Kid Fury said, it's not like you can lose at it. It's just a matter of progression of skills, and they will gradually test you more and more till you get to a certain level. But if you don't get to that level, it's not like, I mean, you probably just didn't play it nonstop like I did. So, But best of luck to everybody who goes and downloads it, because it's an incredible game. And thank you to the developers. So,
yeah, I think it's like $20. Go check it out.
Yes, let's move on. Unless they, you know what? I bet they didn't shoot the price way up, because they seem like the kind of hippies who want to keep things as affordable as possible.
Typically, gaming publishers won't shoot a price up. Like, it will either stay the same,
okay, or
it will eventually get cheaper. Yeah,
I was gonna say, because Breath of the Wild has been $60 for like 2.5 years.
Oh yeah, Mama said no.
Y'all aren't
Zelda
getting
said,
a decrease on the price of Breath of the Wild.
Zelda said, "Here in Hyrule, we know our worth, and it's $60 a pop." So. Cough it up.
And every now and then somebody emails me and they're like, shouldn't they be dropping the price of this game after a certain point? And I'm like, girl, I don't know what to tell you, because normally I think they would, but it's still like the #1 game. So
yeah,
so
that game came out like within the first year of the Switch. I feel like it's like not even almost new anymore. But she's standing firm in her beliefs.
And there's nothing you can do about it. All right, let's move on to the garbage. This question comes from, let's call her Hallie. And she says, I found out from my sister 2 years ago that my brother-in-law was cheating on her and was in a whole ass relationship behind her back. For months, my sister confided in me, while I had to act like I didn't know what was going on around his ass at family events and everything else. Eventually, it became too much to bear, and I asked my therapist what to do, because keeping this secret from my mother was killing me. We talk every day. And she didn't know anything other than that their marriage was rocky. Plus, she loves everything about that nigga, so I couldn't wait to knock him off that pedestal.
Wow.
My therapist said it would be best for me to give my sister an ultimatum, that she could either tell our mother by herself by a set date, or I would tell her, period. Long story short, I told my mama, and our sister was and still is pissed at me. And they dumbasses stayed married.
Of course they did, sis. I could have showed you that part.
Before this betrayal, my sister and I talked daily, and now she won't reply to my texts half the time, let alone answer the phone. I mean, I can't blame her. Originally, I was not the only family member in the fuck that nigga club, but lately it seems like I'm the last one holding down the fort.
Damn, girl, you just lost all your cards. They hit you with like 3 back-to-back draw 4s.
I
That
personally,
sucks.
I personally think that my sister keeping this secret had more to do with their stature within the church that my mom also attends than anything else. But my husband and best friend both say that I should leave this alone. Definitely should not reach out to my brother-in-law. So I'm wondering what you two think I should do. Should I acknowledge his presence now? Should I just let it go and pretend nothing happened? Thanks for any advice. Love, Hallie.
Hallie, this is one of those things where it's like, you know, a listener asking what they should do, and I'm so petty that I can't even guess. You know, I honestly feel like cordial for me would be just not acknowledging you exist. I feel like, and I guess it's not cordial. I think that would be like best case scenario. And it's okay if everybody else feel like different than you do, whether they felt the same before or not, because, you know, it is what it is, and that's not really anything. There's not really anything you can do about that. But I don't think that you need to like conform to the, you know, team he stays. You know, I don't know what I just tried to say. But like, you don't have to like be like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and be nice to this nigga now since I guess he's all water under the bridge. Like, nah, I would forever be like, fuck that. You cheat on my sister, whatever family member, friend, or whatever, it's fuck you. I don't have anything to say, even if they have something to say to you. And I will get frustrated with your motherfucking ass if you look at me like I'm crazy for it.
Yeah.
Like I get her sister, I guess, being upset that she told the mom. Or whatever, even though I also understand where you coming from, wanting to tell your mama, especially since you talk to her ass every fucking day.
Right.
So I get that, but I understand why she's upset about it, and hopefully, likely, she will process that and be able to move on and move forward or whatever. But at the same time, it's like, girl, you gonna come to me, your sister.
Come on, be real with it.
And tell me that this nigga is cheating on you, dogging you, doing whatever the fuck, but I'm supposed to now feel different because you feel different? Like, no.
No. And you
That's
knew
not
that
what
when
it
you
is.
told me, right? That's the risk you take whenever you tell your family and friends about how your partner
Yes.
done got on your nerves. The fact that they will not get over it and they will not forgive the nigga the way you will because he's not fucking us and we don't like him like that. So that's just the chance you take. I honestly feel for you in a way, Hallie, because
Me too.
this is, you know, you was kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. But the fact that, you know, you said your therapist said, oh, give her this choice. She can tell her or you can tell her. And then you said,
Right.
Long story short, I'm like, okay, so that... So that leads me to believe that you did not actually follow your therapist's advice. You didn't tell your sister, hey, you have to tell mama within 2 weeks or I'm going to tell her. I have a feeling that you just took that and ran with it and told your mama. I have a feeling.
You never know.
And that's why your sister is mad. Maybe you'll email us back and clarify that for sure. But if so, honestly, now that I think about it, my advice doesn't really change whether you violated your sister's, you know, privacy or secrecy or not. Because if she was gone, forgive him and move on with him, then you really had no choice other than to do the same. Because to cut him off and be like, oh no, this man is trash, I know what he did and I won't forgive him, is to divorce yourself from your sister. Because if she is committed to making this work with that man, like, to go against him is probably going to cut you off from her. And I'm not even saying that that's the wrong thing to do. But
no, you're right.
Because a lot of times these niggas need to actually face consequences when they don't under any other circumstances.
Yeah.
So I fully get that. But you also have to be willing to say, okay, so then my sister's not going to come to me when she needs me or when she's upset or when something goes wrong anymore. And a lot of people are just not willing to cut off that family relationship like that. So what I would do, me, because I am the raggedy bitch that I am, I would tell my sister nonstop, you know I can't stand your raggedy ass husband, right? That nigga is trash, girl. Like, I would be telling her the absolute truth about that nigga, but I would also be putting up with him in a family environment simply because she was doing the same thing. And that's her fucking husband.
You reminded me that Dorothy Spornak went through something similar with her child. No, I feel like this could work out to genuine advice.
Okay.
Her daughter's husband her daughter came home and told him that her husband was cheating or whatever. And the whole episode, Dorothy was like, she was reasonably upset and was ready to kill him. And at some point, the nigga came over to the house. They had a conversation, and Kate, her daughter, decided to get back with him. And and everybody else was like, all right. And Dorothy was like raging, and she was trying to get her daughter to feel different and see it from her point of view or whatever. And Sophia basically did what you just did and said, bitch, eventually, if you keep this up, you ain't gonna see that girl no more.
Right.
And you're not gonna see her kid or whatever. So what Mama did, at the end of the episode, Dorothy took her daughter's husband to the side, explained what it feels like as a mother. Mm-hmm. In this case, for you, it would be as a sister to have something like that happen, to know what's going on, and to feel as protective over that person as you do. And she ended it by saying, if you ever do it again, I will break every bone in your hands.
She did say that.
I feel like that's great. I feel like that's probably a decent enough idea.
Yeah.
I would probably pull him to the side if, your sister wants to be present. In fact, yes, both of them. Right on over to the side. And I would say, you know what? I feel very strongly about the things that I know because this is my sister.
Right.
And I will end lives for her. But you're here, and that's okay. And if she's happy, as long as she's happy, I will be happy. But if this happens again, if I hear anything like this again, you and me are going to have serious problems and nobody's going to be able to work out.
Right. And she already knows
I think I'd leave it at
that like really telling me the truth about this is going to piss me off. So if she needs to come to me anyway, then just consider yourself deceased because we don't have nothing else to talk about at that point. But best of luck to you with this whole situation. I certainly would not want to be in the middle of my mama and my brother-in-law or my sister because that just sounds like entirely too fucking much, and also giving niggas a whole lot that they do not deserve. But good luck.
Are you muted?
Why do I keep mashing the mute button?
I was just gonna wait for you to finish.
I just had a lot of heartfelt things to say, but I
believe it. It looked it.
The listeners heard it, so I'm gonna move on.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Hopefully, so you know what? Unfortunately, I told Kid Fury right before we started recording that the edible had hit.
You did not even have to share that with me.
Well, I mean, because this is like 2 or 3 times now that I have accidentally muted myself, and I have been over here really talking, and you're just like, bitch, what? So, blame COVID. But anyway, our last letter comes from Rose, who says, I have 3 housemates, which has been a challenge since the pandemic started.
Is her name really Rose, or did you just
no? She gave herself Golden Girls nicknames, and
okay, cute.
She keeps that theme throughout the letter. Yes, most of us work from home, but one housemate, Blanche, is an essential worker and had been working straight through.
I know she is.
You know she is. We've talked about precautions and safety, and everybody has been mindful. My mother passed away earlier this year from a non-related illness. She had been sick for many years, and my parents would have celebrated their 40-year anniversary in August. My father, understandably, is devastated. I bought the house with the long-term plan of moving in my father in the event of my mother's passing, and that is a plan that both of my parents took a lot of comfort in. My mom had my dad promise that he would live with me, and he is elderly, very lonely, and has his own health worries. One housemate is moving out, and the plan is to fix up their room for my dad. My other housemate, I almost called her Dorothy, who is also a dear friend, is cool with that and has known that that was my plan long before the virus hit. I haven't discussed this with Blanche yet. Here's the problem. Dorothy strongly suspects that Blanche has been fired from her job and does sex work to survive. I have been out of town attending to my dad, and she says that Blanche no longer goes to work, leaves the house all hours of the night, sometimes in very tiny leather skirts, takes long walks during the day in odd clothes, and comes home at odd hours. She also seems to go out to do laundry every night because she carries a laundry bag. Blanche hasn't told me that she lost her job, but I saw a letter from Cobra when I brought in the mail one day. In my naivete, I just thought she was acting odd because she was depressed. She sometimes pays the rent late, but she always pays it. For the record, I don't care that Blanche might do sex work. I worry about her safety, but I am not her mom. The reason I'm concerned is because we are in a global pandemic and I don't know how you can do sex work safely. What if she brings COVID-19 back home? My nightmare since April has been passing the virus to my dad. The problem is that I am not 100% sure whether Blanche is a sex worker, and I haven't asked her. Dorothy just came to me with her concerns, and I'm connecting the dots with what I've witnessed. How can I talk to her about this? Is it wrong to ask her to move out and give her her deposit, plus a little extra to help her find a new place? Everybody in this house has a month-to-month lease. I am thinking about having a house meeting and telling everyone that I plan to move my dad into the house come November and that I will need 2 rooms free to do so. Any advice you guys have would be appreciated. Love your podcast, and I pray you remain healthy and are well throughout all of this. Love, Rose.
Thanks, Rose. I don't know. Like, I don't know exactly what the result should be as I'm sitting here thinking about it, but I don't know that whatever she could be doing is relevant to the conversation anyway, because as you said, your concern is just about her health and bringing it, her not being healthy or getting sick, and then possibly bringing that into your home. So like, I don't think you would need to be like, hey girl, where are you going all hours of night? It's like, obviously you're not here. If you're not at home, you're probably among people, or you are among people when you're in the process of wherever you're going, so I think that I would talk to her, if anything, just about my plans and try to get an understanding of her risk to exposure or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then go from there. And if it's something that, if it's a thing where she's like, yeah, I have been around some people, whether it's for work or whatever fucking reason, and it's not something that you're comfortable with, then yeah, maybe you can bring up the idea of her finding a new place, giving her the time or whatever to do that if it's not going to work. But I just don't know that the sex work part of it matters or has to do with anything.
Yeah, I kind of feel like the sex work thing is only notable because that's her job, because there are lots of...
Did it again. You are so stupid.
I don't understand why I can't. I'm going to move the whole cursor off of FaceTime. Okay. So, what I was saying was, I feel like the sex worker thing is only relevant because that is this person's particular job, but that anybody who has a high-risk job would probably need to take the same precautions as a sex worker. So if I were you, I would just look at it as, the same way I would if it was any other job, so that you make sure you're not being biased against her because of the sex work thing as opposed to something else. And, maybe that means, and sex work covers a lot of jobs. So what I would do... You
can be a sex worker and literally never meet a person, a client.
You can, right.
And you know what I mean? Like, there's all kinds... You're right.
Right. But if she's going out and meeting people all hours of the day and night. I mean, I guess, first of all, I would just ask her how she's taking care of herself, how she's doing, like just be kind of a human with her first and foremost. And then, you know, if it's a situation where y'all can talk about limiting the risk as much as possible. So like making sure she's washing her hands all the time, and you know, she's wearing a mask, or the John is wearing a mask, or you know, whoever could possibly be wearing a mask. And you know, I don't even all the protection that you could possibly use, that sort of situation, then maybe that will ease your mind about it. Or if there is a bedroom that has its own attached bathroom, like a master room, if y'all can work it out so that your father gets that room, and then that way he has fewer spaces where he's in contact with everybody else. If he can have his own bedroom and bathroom, then that means you can come into his room all the time with a mask on, and y'all can have air purifiers and all that other shit. And, you know, he gets his needs met without having to sacrifice anything, and your roommate is not out of a place. But your roommate might also be like, oh, I'm not trying to have that old man's health on my fucking hands. Like, let me just get out of here. So either way, I would have the meeting with them sooner rather than later. I would come to her privately about her work situation just to make sure she doesn't need anything that she doesn't have, like condoms or dental dams or hand sanitizer or masks or whatever. Because let me tell you who's been buying like a pack of masks every 2 weeks. Me, bitch. Because I will not run out. So, you know, maybe she just needs some supplies, or maybe she needs somebody to talk to, or maybe she just needs a safe place to live and pay her rent while she lives her fucking life. But hopefully there is a way here where everybody can be an adult about the situation and come to a resolution that makes sense for everybody. Because obviously you don't want to get your dad sick, but also obviously you don't want to put somebody out on the streets that you don't have to put out on the fucking streets. So
exactly. Yeah, talk about it, figure out what works, and like Crystal said, like be human and just to talk to her. I highly doubt that if you tell her, hey, I want my sick dad, not my sick dad, I want my dad to come and stay at the house with us, like I think that she'd probably understand the severity or the seriousness of that.
Right.
And, you know, try to work with you and get an idea of whatever is the best thing to do. But I'm sure they could figure something out.
Yes. Good luck to you, Rose. I love that you just wrote Sophia off from the very beginning. Sophia was leaving any damn way. So it was really between you and Dorothy and Blanche, which is mostly how it worked on the series anyway. But
probably right before Shady Pines burned down.
Good luck to you though, sis. And thanks again to Royal Oils from Head and Shoulders for sponsoring this week's listener letters. The Royal Oils line makes it easy to keep your hair and your scalp moisturized and healthy. You can find out why we love it so much when you pick up all the products in their collection at Walmart stores or at walmart.com. All right. If you have questions for us, send them to asktheread@gmail.com. We'll be right back.
So guys, this week's episode is also being brought to you by Brooklinen, and life making small changes to everyday life can lead to positive lifestyle changes. The right towel turns a bathroom into a spa, the right loungewear turns function into luxury, and the right bedding can turn a bed into a retreat. You know Brooklinen as the internet's favorite sheets, but they are also home to bedding, loungewear, towels, and more with over 50,000 five-star reviews. Personally, I'm a bit picky when it comes to bedding and loungewear and many things that come in contact with my skin, especially now. So knowing that Brooklinen has comfortable, useful products that will keep me comfortable and not all weirded out is comforting. They do it all. Brooklinen was the first direct-to-consumer bedding company. They work directly with manufacturers and directly with customers, providing all luxury products without the luxury markup. You can find super plush or ultralight towels, shower curtains, even bath mats, robes, candles. Like, zhuzh yourself up. Get something nice and comfy and cute for, you know, your space. You ain't going nowhere, are you?
Exactly. Not only do I have the Brooklinen sheets on my bed, but I have also bought the fucking Brooklinen sweatpants and the t-shirts, my nigga.
Yeah.
All of it feels incredible. Brooklinen.com is the perfect place to start making small changes that make a big difference. And Brooklinen is so confident in their product that all their sheets, comforters, loungewear, and towels come with a lifetime warranty. Listen, if you live up north, it's already getting cold. Like literally overnight it happened, and it's bullshit. But, you need something warm, and you need something cozy, and you need to make yourself comfortable. So do it today with Brooklinen and get 10% off your first order and free shipping when you use promo code THEREAD only at brooklinen.com. With Brooklinen, you get everything you need to live your most comfy life. Check them out. Let's move on.
This week's episode also brought to you by Squarespace, where you can make your dream website in just a couple of easy clicks. If you have an idea or business or blog you want to start, or store even, not really sure how to create a website, or you just don't want to go through hell to do it, go to Squarespace, because they really make it easy to get really great templates, really shiny, innovative looking websites and stuff like that in a really easy, user-friendly way. They've also got an award-winning customer support line that's available to you 24 hours, 7 days a week. They've got an e-commerce functionality that lets you sell things for y'all, entrepreneurs. And you can keep track of how your website is growing with their analytics. Plus, my least damn favorite part when I first started blogging. When I first started blogging was trying to figure out how to get my website to also show up properly on your phone. But everything with Squarespace is optimized for mobile right out of the box, so you don't have to worry about patching, upgrading, decoding, any of it. It's incredibly easy, so go to squarespace.com/read for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use the offer code READ to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain. That is squarespace.com/read, offer code READ. Go build something fun, and let's finish the show. Okay, so we're back, and it is now time for the read.
It is.
You can go if you want.
Okay, well, I am passing my read this week.
Pass the read like we used to.
And I just have...
Whenever you take your phone off mute.
I literally don't know how I did it
I'm girl. Okay.
I literally don't know how it happened that time. Like, it wasn't nowhere near that fucking part. But like I said, I am passing my read this week. And I am passing my read to one person known as Stephen A. Smith. Now, Stephen Smith, if you don't know him, it doesn't really matter.
Isn't that a famous person?
Yeah, I mean, yes. So Stephen Smith is a ESPN personality. He talks about sports a lot.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And he is known for being kind of rowdy. And he's controversial in a lot of ways. Not saying he's always wrong or right, but, there's a reason people tune in to watch Stephen A. Smith. However, this past week, the Atlanta Falcons played the Dallas Cowboys. And you know how I feel about 28-3. 28-3 is my baby.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I have to thank the Falcons for giving my baby a sibling, because they were up. They had a 20-0 lead over the Dallas Cowboys. With 4 minutes left in the game, they was up by like 14, 15 points. And these niggas still managed to lose. The Atlanta Falcons, the Atlanta Falcons led throughout the entire game. At not one point did the Cowboys have a lead over the Falcons during the regular time of the game. At not one point, they literally won with 0 seconds left on the clock. That is how bad the Atlanta Falcons are. So Stephen A. Smith went on his show to talk about the Falcons, and I am going to play his reaction, probably the first minute 15 of it, for y'all right here, because it sums up everything I could possibly say. Amen.
I'd like to sit up there and say something that I've never said about an NFL team before. I mean, the Atlanta Falcons might be the dumbest team that I've witnessed in the modern era. Let me get this straight. Last time I checked, because, Keyshawn, you're here, you're the football aficionado, I do believe that you're allowed to fall on the ball prior to it going 10 yards, if I remember correctly.
Absolutely.
I do believe that.
Yes.
So we have not one, not two, not three, Not 4, 5. I ain't trying to imitate LeBron James here. I'm talking about literally what transpired. 5 different Atlanta Falcons around the football, and then you see a couple, like number 81, that was actually backing up and away from the football. Tell me what kind of sense that makes whatsoever. That might be the dumbest thing that I have seen transpire on a football team in the modern era. I ain't burned the Atlanta Falcons jersey that they sent us. I just threw mine in the garbage. Okay, I wasn't an Atlanta Falcon fan anyway, but if ever there was a time where I'd never root for them again, it would be now. Dan Quinn's got to go. I mean, listen, they ain't been the same since they blew the 25-point lead in the Super Bowl. You getting rid of assistant coaches, got rid of 3 last November, got rid of an additional 2 this past January. There's always somebody's fault. But in the end, you have a situation. I know Julio Jones dropped the touchdown pass. I get all of that. I know they could have run the football effectively. I get that. But I'm going to repeat it. 29-10 at half, 20-0. 4 Dallas turnovers. I'm up to 3 fumbles, 4 turnovers in the first quarter. 20-0 deficit. All right, 29-10 at halftime. 39-24 with 4 minutes and 57 seconds left.
Steven,
I cannot believe you.
I mean, first of all, I had to because the Falcons had just sent out jerseys when thousands of their paying fans have placed orders and are still waiting for them to be fulfilled. The Falcons sent jerseys to these personalities in sports media for whatever reason, something that I cannot comprehend myself. And so Stephen A. Smith had just worn this Falcons jersey, and I don't know enough about him. Maybe he hates the Cowboys too, so he was fully expecting the Cowboys to lose. But of course, they did not lose because they played the Atlanta Falcons. And if anybody can find a way to lose a fucking football game, it is the Atlanta Falcons. How are you niggas up 15 fucking points with 4 minutes left in the game and lose? And the shit didn't even go to OT, my nigga. How? How, my nigga? How? You mean to tell me your special teams don't know how a fucking onside kick works? Are you fucking kidding? These niggas are professionals. They sat there and watched the shit like they was on the opposing team. Like, it don't. No part of it, Maze. I've watched the tape. I don't see how they did it. Friend, I truly do not. It's like they hate winning. It's like they're allergic to it. It's like winning breaks them out in hives. It's like they built that fucking stadium on a black church and burial grounds and everything. It's like that stadium is on top of Lake Lanier for how fucking cursed these niggas are. Everybody know not to go to Lake Lanier and everybody know not to root for the goddamn Falcons. Because how dare y'all? And Stephen A. Smith says towards the end of this rant, he says this is not hate towards ATL, not towards the city. It's towards Atlanta, that goddamn team. Atlanta, you know I love you. I love the city of Atlanta.
Who doesn't?
It means so much. It means so much to me. I have had my best strip club experiences in Atlanta, Georgia. Just to scratch the surface. It's a wonderful place. But y'all's football team is doo-doo trash. It's so fucking bad. And I just had to play that man's rant because it said what I wanted to say. I'm actually grateful for the loss because, like I said, my baby needed a sibling. How the fuck you niggas lose? How did y'all lose that fucking game? When I say Cowboys fans I know had been like, oh, fuck it, I'm done with this, not even looking at the rest of this shit. How dare these niggas embarrass me like this playing the fucking Falcons? To them niggas fucking winning the game? Y'all don't deserve good things. Fire Dan Quinn. Or don't. Actually, don't fire Dan Quinn. Keep Dan Quinn so that I can continue to cackle because I loved it. Thank you so much.
That was extraordinary.
I felt very strongly about that game. I did because I could not believe that the Falcons lost that game. They had every opportunity, my nigga, to win that game. How you lose a game that you led for the entire fucking time of the game? At no point were you trailing these niggas. You lost in the last 0 second. How? I'm done.
My read this week is to a few retailers.
Oh, Lord.
possibly also Sony. The PlayStation 5 was revealed last week, I believe. If you know 2 degrees about me, you know that PlayStation is, video games as a whole.
Yep.
Big part of me. I'm on my PlayStation 4 all the time, not only for the games, that's where I watch my shows. All of my apps and things are on there. It is a, important part of me.
Okay.
And I need that PlayStation 5. Now, I can't remember exactly who over at PlayStation said this, but someone before they even did the official reveal on a date and price and all that other stuff, they said, we're going to let y'all know about pre-orders ahead of time. We'll give you plenty of time to know when to get ready to try and, get your pre-order in. Because obviously, has been new consoles, Xbox has a new console coming out around the same time, I think. So it's big for gamers right now. So they showed the thing off, how much it costs, comes out November 11th, I think, at least in the US and a couple other countries. After the little showcase, they're pre-orders will be available at retailers starting as early as tomorrow. As early as tomorrow. I would like to read to you a tweet via Walmart.
Okay.
That was sent out that same day. Approximately an hour and 53 minutes later. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Walmart said, make you wait to get the new PlayStation 5? Nah, that's not like us. Go on, pre-order it now.
Nah, that's not like us, bitch. What?
To which, of course, all of the other girls were like, no, come over here, pre-order it here, pre-order it here. So Walmart, Best Buy, Target, GameStop, all of the girls who are possibly going to be selling this motherfucker lit their fucking pre-orders up 2 hours after we knew how much the motherfucker was going to cost. I wasn't concerned because the girls told me you will have plenty of time to pre-order your shit. Not only that, first of all, when they said it'll be available to pre-order starting tomorrow, I was like, that doesn't give me plenty of time, but it's enough time for me to know and be prepared or whatever. So I went on about my night. But not only that, I also signed up via PlayStation.
Wow.
Okay. To be notified and sent a link for pre-orders when they became available.
Damn, they played you.
Which I never received.
They played
Okay.
you. They played you.
So I would like to thank all of the companies, all of the retailers, all of the stores, and of course, couldn't forget all of you reselling, bot using, freak ass bitches that aren't even going to play the things. Could never give a fuck about a PlayStation if you tried. But you already got them going for $1,500 on eBay, bitch, when we ain't even seen the packaging yet. I want to thank all of you girls for just adding another layer of shit on what has already been a doo-doo diarrhea year. Thanks for that. Thank you for being so greedy in all of your fucking capitalizing consumerist ass bullshit that you were like, no, girl, we're not going to wait another 6 hours.
Yeah.
We're just going to go ahead and pull the trigger now because we want as much money as possible. Amazon apparently was sending out emails to motherfuckers that did pre-order and say, just so you know now, a couple of y'all bitches ain't getting shit because we sold too many.
Wow.
Or we did too many pre-orders.
Amazon?
And if Jeff Bezos and the girls are going through it, you know that some other ones are probably going to be sending out similar messages.
God damn, that's scary.
So thank you for this clusterfuck ass shit show lead into the next gen of games. The only solace that I'm taking in this situation as a gamer and as someone who has had every PlayStation that has existed up until this point, I know that PlayStation, Nintendo, it really doesn't matter which console it is. Usually the first batch of games that comes out on a system are mid, not really great representations of what the system is capable of. However, the PlayStation 5 is supposed to be launching with the fucking Spider-Man Miles Morales game. They finally gave my nigga Miles his own game. He's at the forefront of it. This black superhero is the star of it. And it comes out with this bitch. Of course, I want to play it on the next gen software. I mean, on the next gen hardware, because it's going to look way better, likely, than it would on the shit that I have right now. But no, me a bitch who has given Sony all of this money 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and PlayStation Portable, and motherfucking PlayStation, what was it, PS Vita, and whatever the fuck else, controllers that cost $60 goddamn dollars a pop. I've given it to you willingly, and I have said, please, sir, may I have some more? This is how we're leading into the next thing. Because, like, what was it? How did this happen? How did it happen?
I don't know.
How did such a fuckery fest happen? I'm so confused, and I'm very, very disheartened, but you know what? What is a win this year? Who knows? But if one of you motherfucking knuckle dragging, crusty mouth ass bitches think I'm finna pay you a G for a PlayStation 5, you're insane. I'd rather wait until this time next year and pay for what it's actually worth. Because by then they'll have a smaller version that's half the fucking price any motherfucking way. And it'll probably be in a color that isn't this hideous white. Other than that,
I thought I saw pictures of a black one coming out. Was that fake? Did you see that?
I think so.
Oh, you think it was fake? Oh, okay.
Xbox has a black one and a white one. Like the smaller one, I think, is white and looks funny or whatever. But this one's just, first of all, it looks like a modem or like an internet router.
It does.
Or something.
No, it definitely does look like a router.
But I want one. I want it immediately.
Yeah, y'all's kids are gonna fuck that up with hot Cheeto dust, but that white, it's not bad. You know, I just don't know that I would actually buy enough games to justify the cost.
I know I will.
No, you definitely will. Yes, you definitely will.
It will get 10 to 11 care whenever it can sit in my living room or whatever. But I just feel like, wow, what a disappointment. As far as console gaming is concerned, I've always had PlayStation to a pretty high standard. Because great games, great exclusives, the systems are great. I mean, Xbox is literally like Pepsi and Coke for the most part in terms of what the systems can do.
Right.
But PlayStation usually has better exclusive titles. So I've always been a huge fanboy and was ready to lock my shit in. But of course, yes, once again, bullshit. Surprise, surprise. Also, I wanted to point out, when I was reading about Ron, Cephas Jones, and Jasmine winning their Emmys, I came across this article on The Hollywood Reporter that was titled, Jasmine Cephas Jones wins Emmy for Blink and You Miss Her Quibi episode.
Wow.
Which to me felt weird.
Oh, no. Slap that person. That's rude.
So, Scott Feinberg, I read your article. I wanted more information. I wanted to see if it was actually shade the way it felt to me. And as I was reading it, it felt like halfway through, I was like, maybe he's trying to say how sickening it is that she won an Emmy for an episode where she had, you know, a 3-word line.
Mm-hmm.
But he literally ends it by saying, it is certainly a bizarre situation that makes one wonder, A, why Cephas Jones submitted this particular Free Rayshawn episode, given that she has considerably more screen time in other episodes. B, why this submission wasn't flagged by the TV Academy panel. And C, whether voters nominated and honored her performance solely on the basis of the episode submission, which seems unlikely, or on the basis of the full season, or having not watched any of the show at all. Now, mind you, this is literally the paragraph after he acknowledges that there wasn't a violation of the rules in the submitting of that episode.
So then what was the purpose?
So what the fuck are you talking about, Scott? And for people who don't know, the whole thing with Quibi is that it's all short form.
Right.
It's a mobile thing. I don't think Quibi's doing really well right now. I was interested in it. I thought it was great for a motherfucker like me who has a shit attention span.
Yeah.
So But like, that's the whole purpose of the motherfucking thing. The episodes are like 9-10 minutes long. And that just happened to be an episode where she didn't really have as many lines as she did in other episodes of it. But to me, it was like, girl, even if that was the episode that she submitted and she had very few lines in there, why that was the episode they chose really, to me, doesn't matter. But I might assume that many people who voted for her not only on that, but in the like, yeah, like the whole performance as a whole, like the whole performance throughout the season or series. And that episode and that part of the episode was also incredibly like deep and powerful. Again, it's a triggering ass show, so I, you know, won't judge you if you're like, girl, I'm gonna sit this one out. But like in that moment and what she represents in what this nigga is going through, it's very like touching. So I don't understand why someone at the Hollywood Reporter at that decided to take this moment and make it like, oh, but you know, she ain't even barely even say anything. So how did this even make it through? Bitch.
Yeah,
what?
That's what's giving me the racist part of this. Because first of all, were white shows similarly critiqued in this way? This whole, how did you win based off the number of words said or whatever? But also the number of words said in any given episode or any given part of the movie. That doesn't necessarily affect how powerful the performance is. I bring you back to my Queen Viola Davis.
Yes.
When she was in the movie Doubt for all of 8.5 minutes and yet outacted every white bitch on set. Period. And she was in that long ass movie for like maybe 10 minutes and outshone everybody. Period. Meryl Streep, it don't mean nothing. Toe to toe. Right there with that bitch. Like, so the amount of time you spent on words or whatever doesn't really negate the impact of your character, if you ask me. But again, I don't understand where this man was coming from.
Me the fuck neither. And honestly, like, I don't understand how you're even, you know, fixing your fingers to type about anything to do with acting or awards for acting. When it's like, obviously you don't have to say anything to move people in films. What about characters that literally don't speak? You have whole ass movies like The Shape of Water where homegirl in that movie never talks. So,
see there.
And then on like really just cutting it down to the basics, you're talking about a girl who won, or a woman, I'm sorry, who won Best Actress in a Short Form Comedy or a Drama Series, and asking why she won because it was short.
It's literally short form, bitch. It's literally...
Bitch, that's the category.
The category for hoes who don't have a 30 or 55 minute program. It's literally that category. How can you be mad? It's like getting mad at fucking Windex for winning best commercial or something. I pulled that out of my ass, but the point remains. Like, how you gonna get mad at her for following the guidelines, submitting what was supposed to be submitted, and then winning? It just sounds like hater shit to me.
It did. That's what I'm saying. It really just felt like some hater shit. It felt like something incredibly unnecessary to title this about, like to title this piece, to talk about, when you could have been saying, hey, congratulations to this girl for her knockout, you know, performance in a fucking mobile app drama series with Lawrence fucking Fishburne in it. Like, and she also won in the same awards or the same season as her famous ass that, like, you could have angled this so many positive ways, but you decided to like question or, you know, highlight the fact that, oh, well, she wasn't like barely even in it, so why'd she pick this episode? And why did it make it past the panel or whatever the fuck? Like, I didn't like that. I found it shady.
Yeah, I don't like
Google.
that either. Do you vote for the Emmys, sir, or are you just mad? And either way, like, even if you do vote, you see how everybody disagreed with you? You see how she still won? So, like, what is the purpose of this?
I'd love to know.
All right.
Yeah, well, that's it. I didn't like that. And, you know, Sony, I don't know what we're going to have to do, because the girls are already talking about, oh, yeah, no, we've got more pre-orders coming and things. I don't know what to do. Everything's a lie.
Y'all need to quit playing with my friends' emotions when it comes to this fucking video game console. And it's not as expensive as niggas thought it was. So y'all need to make
Right.
sure the process is as streamlined as possible. Don't act like you
I mean,
don't
it's
know
not
how much
cheap.
people want this. I mean, right, but it's also not like $800-900 like niggas thought it might be. So
I expected $5.
yeah,
I really expected the price that they said. So I was like, okay, girl.
yeah.
Because I already, much like a Beyonce concert, when I like I press my tongue to the tip of my finger and I feel the air, that shift. I feel something happening. That is when I begin to keep my coins together.
That's right. I'm getting
and
a
I
feeling,
save up.
and that feeling tells me that Blue Ivy's coming for her fucking dollars, and I need to make sure I have them in order because Mistress has braids to pay for. So let me make sure I'm ready. Yes, I fully understand you, friend. So best of luck to everybody who is trying to get themselves a new PlayStation. And that wraps up this week's episode of The Read. Check us out on social media at This Is The Read. Our website is thisistheread.com, and you can find our merch at shoptheread.com. Anything, I don't think we have any show announcements because literally nothing is going on. We're still in a pandemic, so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even.
Yeah, we don't have, you looking for tour shit and all that, we ain't got it.
Her sweaters. We have merch.
Speaking of tour, one last read. Mulatto Girl, what the fuck was that? Did you see this bitch had a whole ass show in some club in fucking Alabama this past weekend.
What?
Nigga, I done seen like 2 or 3 different videos of Mulatto inside the club, not an outdoor venue at all, with hella niggas, no mask on, everybody screaming and hollering and rapping her lyrics along with her. And we are never, ever gonna get rid of this fucking virus if y'all keep doing this stupid shit. I understand artists live off tours.
No.
I do. I get that streaming don't really pay and niggas don't pay for music no more. I really do get that. But you are exposed. You know what? No, I've said it a trillion times. You know how fucked up this was. So to her and the fucking promoters, everybody who made that shit happen, please act like you give a shit about human life.
Right, because it's not even just like the artist isn't just gonna run up into a venue and set up equipment and start like
right, like
you know
y'all did this, y'all set this up, y'all made this possible, y'all sold tickets on Eventbrite, where Eventbrite was like, look, our fee was non-refundable, so whatever you decide to do, just know that the $4 you gave us, you're not getting back. So. But it's just like, it just really screams irresponsible and raggedy and trash to me. So please do better.
Yeah, come on, guys. Like, I'm so ready for this shit to be over.
This isn't.
Like, come on.
We're not even gonna get started on the whole Supreme Court and the election and all that bullshit.
I won't do it.
Yeah, ain't nobody got time for that. So thanks so much for tuning into The Read, y'all, and we will see you next week.
Goodbye.